Greetings, folks. Cross-Train here, coming to you from World of Tanks once again. Just a couple days ago, I was able to research and buy my Tier 9 Swedish medium, the UDES 16. And I'm going to show you a game I had. This is my third game ever in the tank. And if early indications are any foreshadowing, I am going to love this tank as much as I love the Tier 8, the 14.5, the UDES 14.5, which I absolutely loved. Not sure why, but I do love this hydropneumatic system here, and I like this actually a lot better than I like it on the TDs, because this is automatic. Once you get below 20 kilometers an hour, I believe it is, it automatically kicks in. You'll see that little symbol on the screen right now, right here. That means I'm in that mode, and I believe it's 20 miles an hour. Yeah, 20 miles an hour, I believe. At any rate, for some reason, it works a lot better for me on the medium line than it does with the UDES 03, which is what I'm at so far. But regardless, I love the Tier 8, and in just 3 games in this tank, I absolutely love it. Now, if you've watched any of my videos before, you know that at this point in my World of Tanks career, which is, heck, 8+ years deep now, I do not play stock tanks. Rarely, if ever, play stock tanks anymore. So when I bought this, I had to make sure I had enough free XP to XP all of the research all the modules and drive it fully upgraded. So I've been playing this game long enough where that's just what I do. And so I never anymore have to experience the just absolute displeasure of that grind. So into this game here, I came over here. I think it's 390 is the average damage, and so it's really sweet to get a nice little pop out there, 400 plus. It is about an 8.5 second reload, I believe I have on this thing, and I'm running vents and rammer, and I'm not sure I don't remember my third piece of equipment. Optics, perhaps, maybe, because you can see I got a pretty dang decent view range here. So I think I'm running optics as my third, because it's got good aiming time. It's got a lot of good things about it. So what I'm thinking right now is I came over here because this seems like the place to come, and wanted to sit back. This is not a frontline tank. It's a great tank on a hill, like you'll see right here. See how that back end just kicks up and able to get that gun right down on target. And all he's going to see if he's looking at me is a extremely sloped, as you can see. Look at that. If you would try to shoot that from the front, there's not much chance he's going to be able to penetrate it from down below me looking up at that kind of an angle. So again, even though it's a good tank for ridges like that, it's certainly not a frontliner, because it is a bit squishy, other than if, again, people are trying to shoot at that silly angle there. But our side was, that side literally just was falling apart. So I'm just running to fight and live to fight another day, and know full well that this team, if they're going to keep advancing, they're going to have to come across a lot of open ground. So I figure I'm going to go ahead and use my gun depression again here. And so far I've fired only standard shells, although I am going to switch here in a minute for this 60 TP. He's an extremely good player, by the way. And but again, to his displeasure, he's going to ignore me a couple of times. There, I loaded the APCR premium ammo, and that's the one that bounced, of course. So, and as normally happens when I intentionally load premium ammo, and then the target that I was loading it for goes away. I forget to unload it. So I think I should have got more shells here. But otherwise, I mean, you're looking at pen on your standard ammo of 234, which is pretty darn okay. Your premium is 263. So again, you know, I can live, and I've lived mostly with this 234 so far. So right now, again, I'm just trying to get a different angle, trying to get in to use these ridges to fire across there. It does look like they are retreating on that eastern flank. I love the way that just comes up. This, by the way, is a hit. You notice he was about 1,500 hit points when he went dark. You'll see him pop up again in a minute. And he's going to have 1,100 and some odd hit points left. There it is, 1,163, so that was a hit and a pen. But that's all I was trying to do is try to get some distance, use the ridges, and put some shots out. But they wisely retreated to go back to look at the danger that they have in their flank. And so that made my ability, I decided to move up a little bit to come over here and see what I could do with these guys. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out what to do, and I see the light shooting across the field. The speed on that shell, that's pretty darn good too. I don't know how far he is away, but that was almost instantaneous. And then I see this guy moving. I think, I wonder if I can get a shot. There's the low ground, so yep, look at that roll, 473. So he's got 425 left. He's going to run right back into me, but then he's going to disappear. Oops. Set him on fire as well, so again, take out that 60 TP, which is a good one to have gone. So right now we've been behind most of the game, and it felt losery kind of at the beginning of this game. And of course our whole team that tried to push across the open in the west towards their base is pretty much, well, I think now they are completely wiped out over there. So right now we have 3 of us left. T49, who, by the way, shout out to the T49. Let's see, what's his name? Canadian Fuzz. Canadian Fuzz, if you ever, by some chance, happen to see this, exceptional job right here. Keeping himself safe, but yet spotting enemies, as you'll see him do across the back end here. So I decided to set up here. It looked to me like the M41 and the Centurion and maybe the Skoda was coming across, but again, they're kind of taking up their base. Got a nice shot into the Centurion 1. He wisely moves. I'm thinking, well, the Skoda's probably coming over on this edge as well. That was what I was thinking. And you're going to see some really poor map awareness here. When I go into sniper mode, watch my mini map. I didn't even recognize it until I was watching the replay. Look, the Skoda just showed up, and I'm like, do. Oh, there he is. Nice snapshot right here. Take almost the rest of them off. Good thing in the Skoda T50 only has 3 shots. Of course, I had all my hit points still, so I know that I've got about 20 seconds, 22 seconds or so to get in, and that's what I'm trying to do. Again, really poor awareness here, but I had the hit points to give. Watch here, he shows up right there, and I missed him. And then I come around, and I knew I was going to eat a shot, but I had it to do. I did not expect to take the shot from the Pershing in the back, though. So I did eat an extra shot there, but again, I still can take a shot for the Pershing. So I come up here to line them up. T49 is dealing with that M49, M41 90. And he, in fact, took him down. He's clearly running the big gun because that guy had 900 hit points left. So again, third game, it shows 4,157 damage on the board here, and I know that I hit at least a couple of blind shots. So let's just jump over into the post-game stats. So here we have it. This was, again, my third game. You see that I had 800 additional damage from blind shots, so 4,933 damage, 262, so over 5,000 combined damage, and that's enough for a second class in this tank. So clearly, I'm not the only one who likes this tank and is playing well in this tank. Not that I'm playing well. Again, I have 3 games, and this is by far my best one. But I'm averaging, I've averaged in the first 2 games about 2,000, a little over 2,000 damage per. So this certainly increased it significantly. But I'm sure it'll come back to the mean soon enough. But again, nice work kind of through that. It was a tier 10 battle, so I feel pretty good about that. Still learning the tank. Team scores, I was top for team damage. You can see, well, I got the high caliber and the tank sniper. So 4933, 1108. This Canadian Fuzz, as I said in the 49, did a really nice job. 1182 for his XP and 2800 damage. Again, our Artie did some work there too. Quick 2. Again, if you watch this, great work. I had a couple others that did really nice work too. So, hey, I'll take this anytime, you bet. And again, get a 50,000 at your first. I think that's what is it, Veni Vidi Vici um, missions or whatever's going on. So you get 50,000 for your first one of the day. So I earned 62.7, got the 50,000 for 112, and then my expenses. So I netted a nice tidy 64.3. I also used my ×3 multipliers and all that kind of stuff. So I think I ended up getting about 95 or 9600 XP on this game as well. Again, this tank, for whatever reason, just kind of works for me, as the Tier 8 did as well. Love the hydropneumatic system and love what it can do for you. This one actually has a turret that will bounce some shots as opposed to the 14.5, the Tier 8. That turret is soft as butter and will not bounce anything, but this one will. So that's some people I've read where some people have said that the gun handling and the tier 9 just doesn't feel as good as it does on the tier 8. And again, I've only got 3 games, so I can't really make a real educated comment. But I can say in 3 games that I don't see that, feel that yet. So I'm enjoying it thoroughly. The tier 8, I did my full grind through. Again, I upgraded all the modules like I do on any tank anymore. And then I grinded through the whatever 150 or whatever it was, 150 some odd thousand XP required to research this vehicle. And it was one of the most pleasurable grinds I can recall, and certainly one of the best grinds I've had for the last 2, 3, 4 years. Maybe, yeah, easily. I'll say that and just leave it at that. But really a pleasurable grind. And if the first 3 games are any indication, I will totally enjoy this grind as well till I get to the tier 10 Swedish medium. So that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Give this video a like if you do. I answer every comment because there's usually not too many. So there's only a few people that watch my channel. That's fine. I do this for me and for the few people that are interested in watching a kind of average dude play. And maybe I'm giving myself too much credit when I say I'm kind of average, but uh, at any rate, I do appreciate it if you make a comment, give it a like, and we'll go from there. I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the field. Until next time, this is Cross Train from World of Tanks. Peace.